Jim, you remember Cristina,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So Cristina is gonna help me until she goes off to college later this summer. Tidy up some of the high-rise CRM stuff, kind of getting out of the way, and help with some of the business development related activities.
Okay.
So we had a little chat earlier about business development, but what is business development for you?
Business development comes in 2 or 3 different packages, really. Business development comes in first of all in going about helping a company increase its revenue base. In one case, from new customers, going out and developing new customers, adding to the customer base that way. And additionally, and not unimportantly, secondly is to increase revenue from existing customers. Find new different ways to help our existing customers with things that we do that will benefit them and also add to our bottom line.
And how is that different than sales?
Well, it's not different from sales. It is part of the sales function. There are a lot of things that are sales. Everything is a sales. Telling someone about a movie is sales. Telling someone about your favorite whatever. You're always selling something. But sales, as we've learned to know it, in some cases, is the person at Walmart, you walk in, or the person at a department store, how may I help you? We walk in there, you're already looking for something. All they're doing really is order taking. Now they may direct you and upsell you, but they're really taking an order.
Right.
The other type of sales is where you go out and you see a need, you have a product, or in that particular instance, if I've got a product and you've got a need, and my product serves your need, and you're looking for it and I've got it, you want to know how much it costs, and then we exchange the product for the money and the sale is made. That's the basis form of selling. The form of selling that relates to business development is finding things that are out there in prospects and suspects that a company does or is not doing, and they have a need that they may not even know they have a need. Mm-hmm. But you develop a need primarily by asking questions. By the way, questions that you probably already know the answer to, about what do you do if this happens, and they may not realize they have a need. So what you do is you sort of open that up so that they see that there's something there that is going on in their business that you might have discovered either through word of mouth or your own experience, that they've got a gap somewhere or something that you can help them with. Now, regardless of what the product is, but as far as Office Divvy goes, it could be the fact that the phone's not getting answered properly.
Right.
But anyway, business development is finding different ways that we can help a customer. That it's a process, and you don't just walk in and he immediately doesn't see it. It doesn't hit him in the face. You develop it by developing a relationship with him, with the prospect or the suspect. And as you develop that relationship and he gains confidence in you that you know what you're talking about, you become a problem solver rather than a salesperson. That's probably the best way I can differentiate.
Perfect, actually, yeah.
The good salesperson is a solution guy. Finds out where somebody itches, and my favorite, find out where somebody itches and then scratch it.
Right.
That's what we got to do. So that's how I would differentiate business development from sales. Business development is selling, but selling is not always business development. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Right. So I said, when we were chatting earlier, I said business development is the layer between like simple sales and marketing that drives exactly the things that you described, right? Creating a relationship, having a conversation, identifying a need, and then proving to that person that you have the best solution to that need.
Yeah.
So help them realize they have a need, and then prove to them that you have the best solution for that exact need. Right.
And in doing that, you need to understand something about the person you're talking to. So it requires a little homework on your part, on our part, right, doing development. We need to understand what their business is and where the pitfalls might be, or where the rough edges might be that we can happen, and then we sort of expose those gaps in their performance or in their way of doing business, And a lot of times, the toughest part about a sale, business development, is not the dollars and the cents. It's getting them to change old habits.
Yeah, big time. Especially in the type of thing we're doing, really.
Yeah, because a lot of times what we've done is a great idea. The guy just doesn't want to change what he's doing.
Yeah.
Or he can't convince his employees to do it.
Right.
We've got a couple of examples of that.
Yeah, definitely. How is all that different than marketing?
Well, marketing, again, is a form of sales. Marketing, I'm not so sure that I'm the best.
Yeah, you've not been a marketing professional,
but here's how
you have the general understanding.
Here's how I would describe marketing. Marketing, I'd have to have a general knowledge of the area and general knowledge of the business that I'm in, and I would go about making my company and my trademark and what I do available on a general basis. Let them know what I do, and you do that through networking and through going to the chamber meetings and going through stuff like that.
Right.
Marketing is more or less visual, a lot social, a lot. Nothing happens in that. You just introduce yourself. They get to know you are. They get to know who you are through, let's call it osmosis. So they know who you are. But marketing is a general development of your concept into an area or a market that may need it and not know it's there.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right, it's perfect.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that useful? Any questions?
Can I give my take on?
Please, yeah.
Sure.
So I would say that sales is more of a supply and demand kind of thing, where you already know where the demand is and you have to meet that supply, so you reach an equilibrium price, which is the perfect amount that has to be supplied and demanded by the public and the producers. So business development is more on the producer side. They have to figure out like what are the input prices they need, how many people they need on their side, how are they going to accomplish the supply that they have to meet for demand, and reaching out to people. Like marketing, I would say, would be a tool through business development. They're appealing to the masses so that the mass would like their product and then therefore meet that demand so that they can supply it.
Right. Well, you're close, but not exactly. So business development is the process of prospecting in some ways, right? Identifying people who may be attracted to what you do, whether it's product, service, or anything else, and then creating the need through that. It's not as simple as like identifying demand, right?
Yeah, of course. There's people that don't know that they need that.
Right.
So, like,
sometimes
they have to like realize that they need this product. Then you do it through like your tools of business development and through marketing and all of that.
Well, this is sort of, I just had to think of something. This is sort of a basic illustration of the difference between just hard sales and sales that come about as a result of asking questions. If I lose this, I go to a store, I want a mouse, I go buy a mouse. Now let's say that I've got a laptop. I don't know anything about mouses, and I've got fat fingers, and I keep worrying about it, and I'm on my phone, and I can't make it work right because my fingers keep getting in the way of the keys, and it's frustrating. Someone says, what you need is a mouse. What's a mouse? So what we've done is we've seen and observed a need, and what we've done is come up with a solution to that. But this is sort of the basic. Come up with a solution to that problem the guy had by introducing a product he'd never seen before. That's sort of a basic difference between sales and marketing. Someone who keeps track of his numbers knows how many calls he's got to make before he gets a yes. So what he does is he learns, there's a chapter, he learned to love no. Get through the no's. No is a good thing. No keeps you from wasting time on him.
Right.
And some guys will say, if it takes 9 no's to get a 10, come on number 9, because when they get to number 9, the next guy's going to buy it. That's oversimplification, but that's what it's about.
Right.
If no's bother you, this is not a good business for anybody that no's bother. Is that right?
Right, absolutely. Yeah.